Hello everyone, and welcome to Derail Valley. Build 99 just dropped, and I'm excited to get started. We're here in the steel factory. Station office is over there. Let's get started. First thing we'll have to do is look at these jobs and then find a locomotive. At the moment, we don't own any special licenses, and we only have $2,000. A couple of these shunting jobs look pretty profitable. Looks like we need a better license for all of them. We don't have any of the long one license, which is probably one of the first ones we get. Logistics haul to the machine factory. That's quite a ways. There's also this job to the harbour, which is pretty decent profit. I think we'll take this job. Let's grab a locomotive and get going. Around the back here, hopefully we can find, yes, there we go, DE2. That's all we're able to drive at the moment. Jump in the back. Get it started up. New feature in the update, we've got to remember to cut in those brakes, and then we'll go swing the turntable over. We'll use this. Just give it a slight nudge into position, like so. Well, make sure our handbrake is released. We'll get going. Just pull forward nice and slowly. And bring it to a stop right there. Now, as we are going to be going from the steel mill down to the harbour, following that route, we'll make sure our locomotive is facing this way. That means we have to reverse off the turntable onto that track there. So we'll spin around the other way and reverse on out of here. Very excited to be able to find some new locomotives to use at the museum as well, and these customizations that are available in the new update. Keen to get started on those as well. First we need to make some money though. Keep reversing out of here until we get to that switch over there. Then we'll figure out what job we're on and line up on that track. This is job FH39. I'm gonna go too fast. Start bringing the speed down. Bring it to a stop right there. We'll pull straight through the middle, I think. This is our job here. FH39. Yes, that's the one. So what we'll do is we'll pull through the middle and the reverse onto this end so we can pull in that direction out of the harbour. Now I'm doing this playthrough on realistic game mode, so there's no external helps, except I adjusted the jumping distance so we don't need to break our F key while running around. Have a look at the steel mill as we drive past. I don't think this station was changed much in the recent update, but hopefully we'll see some new scenery on our travels around the world. We'll bring it to a stop just over here. Perfect. Pull out the remote this time. Oh. And we'll line her up onto B40. Come in slowly for this one. Don't want to have to pay too many fines. And we'll bring the speed down. Too much. I aim for a coupling speed of just around 5 kilometers an hour. Perfect. Took her up. Hook up the air. Let those brakes charge. And we'll go get our job started. Throw that into there. For the B40, that's correct. Let's get going. First job of Build 99. Before we get going, there will be a handbrake on here. We'll release that. And we'll get started. Let's get some lights. Now we are pulling about 285 tons, which is right on the limit of what this thing can haul over the road. I believe there's a book we can check that in now. DE2. Load rating just as 2. I don't think it tells us specifically. Ah, yes. 1,200 tons. Flat, dry weather. Okay. About 300 tons over hilly terrain. It's not too bad. We're running just underneath that, so we should be alright. See if we can pick up the speed as we leave the yard. Speed limit is 100 kilometers an hour coming up. I don't think we'll have to worry about that just yet. We can see the path we're going to have to follow. Going left, left again. and then right, and then left. This section here doesn't look like it's been updated, but there's a new route here. Have to watch out for that intersection. I'm also excited to start visiting these new stations, see what jobs we can do out of there. For the meantime though, we're headed to the harbour. Let's get some more throttle down, see if we can pick up some speed. We've got 72 minutes to complete this job. Now let's see how we go. We have to remember to keep an eye on our temperatures. It's not a problem yet, but as we hit this grade, we want to keep a close eye on that. Already our speed is dropping. Let's hope we've got enough power here to get up this grade without slowing down too much. Looks like we'll be pretty stable at this speed here. Alright, looks like we're coming up on our first intersection in about 200 meters. At the moment, the speed is fine, fairly stable at 30 kilometers an hour. Temperature has not been a problem either. So far, it's steady, slow cruising. Let's confirm on the map which way we need to go. Coming on this way, we have to go to the left. See, we need to quickly change that switch over. And there's a 50 kilometer per hour limit to the left. At the moment, that doesn't matter for us. Huh. I don't believe this was a wire before this update. I must have added that branch there. Used to just be a two-way junction. That's nice. I suppose that now with the new stations that way, it makes more sense. Cool. This next switch is already in line for us. Now that the grade's leveled out, we're slowly picking up some speed. This whole section is new as well. Awesome. And this switch we need to go to the left as well, so that one will need to be changed. Like so. And now we're definitely picking up speed. It's not a problem though. Speed limit is 70 kilometers an hour, and we're only at 50. Should be fairly steady cruising from now on. It looks like our speed is topped out at around 65 kilometers an hour. Level gradient, full throttle, doesn't seem like we can get much faster than this. That's okay for now though, because the speed limit is still 80 kilometers an hour. Looks like this downhill gradient has gotten us a bit closer to the speed limit, so we might just cut the throttle and coast for a bit. Try to conserve fuel, as they say. Used about a quarter of the tank already. I wonder if the fuel consumption's got updated in the B99. Maybe someone can find out about that. Speed limit coming up is 70 kilometers an hour. Rolling at 65. Dropping slightly. No need to worry about any derailments at the moment, even if it sounds quite screechy. I believe we're just coming around this curve here at the moment. And we should be seeing the tunnel entrance soon. We'll continue rolling along for now. Yep, and we can see the sign saying the junction is coming up in 300 meters. Now from memory, it's fairly steep down this valley with fairly low speed limits, so we're probably going to be riding the brakes the whole way down. Remember to go to the right here. Speed limit of 60 to the right. At the moment we can continue coasting. There we go, minus 1.1% gradient. We'll continue rolling for now. Avoid having to use the brakes until we need them. So 40 km/h coming up. So let's get some brakes on. Sooner rather than later at this point. Alright, we'll cut it off there. The updates to the brake systems takes a lot longer for them to release now. Keep a few more notches on so we don't keep speeding up. Taking heavy trains down this valley is always a bit sketchy. We'll continue coasting for now. Even though this corner is 70 km an hour, it drops down to 40 again soon. So we'll keep our speed low. Get some horn action in before entering these tunnels. Wow, the echoes must have changed as well. It definitely rings for longer. That's awesome. Right, this next corner is 50 km an hour, and our speed is just under, but slowly creeping up. So watch it for now. We may need to add a notch of braking if we end up gaining too much speed. We just rolled up to 50, but it goes to 60. But as you can see from that red arrow underneath the sign, speed is going to be dropping down at least 20 km/h in the next zone. So I think it's a good idea to get some brakes on so we can get down to 40 for this next corner, which is from now already. Bring it back there. Roll around nice and slowly. For now, we'll keep rolling downhill as we approach the junction to head towards the harbour. It's 200 meters away. Add some brakes to keep the speed in check. make sure we're going to the left. The speed limit is 40. Let's add some more brakes there. Really need to bring that speed down. Release it now. We'll keep slowing down while the brakes bleed out. Through the tunnel, we catch our first glimpses of the harbour. Keep some brakes on as we come down this steep hill and this slow corner. As we roll, we should check what track we have to drop off on. It's E8I. It's a simple routing there. Head over to the harbour page in our track layout book, which has been, wow, completely changed. This looks cool. I believe you can use these to change the switches, but you have to unlock a special license before we can do that. We'll be coming in from this direction. We have to take a left, and a left, and a left, and a left. Keep going left to get into the E block. Once we're in the E block, 8I will be to the left. Sorry, to the right as we come in. Still rolling down slowly, with some brakes holding us back. We are gaining some speed though, so I'll add a bit more. And we'll trundle through the harbour at about 40 kilometers an hour. You can see a number of locomotives at the roundhouse here. Not that we'll be able to use any of those at this point yet, until we get some more licenses unlocked. In the meantime, they're nice to look at, that's for sure. Continue staying left as we trundle through the harbour. And we'll make our way onto E8I. As we roll through, we'll make sure we keep going to the left. I believe these are all set up for us correctly. And then we'll use the radio and align ourselves into 8I. There we go. Got it. That's the one. As it is a freight haul, we can be assured that nothing will be blocking our way when we pull into the inbound track. I believe it's the logistical holes where you might have to deal with cars in your way of where you need to drop off stuff. Let's wait till we pull the last car past this sign, and then we'll bring ourselves to a stop. Oh, mining trucks. Those are new in this update as well. That's a really cool model. Right, we'll bring ourselves to a stop here, release the train brakes, park ourselves at the independent brake. We'll unhook ourselves, like so. Whack on a handbrake and leg our way over to the train station. We'd like to get as much time bonus as we can. So we'll whack our job into here, and that's completed in 19 minutes. For a total of $26,000 earned. Perfect. We can throw that away. And now that we're in the harbour, there's a multitude of jobs. But like I said, we might look for a good shunting job to complete with our current licenses. That's a freight hole, not a shunting job. That one we won't be able to do. This one here is possible. That could be pretty good. That one here we also don't have the licenses for. Nor that one. Nor that one. Nor that one. There's two jobs here. This one doesn't pay that much. This one here looks like we'll do that one. Why not? First thing we have to do is get a shunting license. Only costs $1,000. Fees not cleared. Right, let's clear our fees. How much is that? 3,000. Well, we've got the cash. Let's do that. We're gonna have to pay $100. Perfect. Alright, let's grab that license. There we go. Put that away. And we'll grab this. Place it in there. Check where we need to pick up from. E8I. Now, wouldn't you know, that's perfect. That is the train we just brought in. We are already on those tracks. Couldn't get any better, to be honest. So let's hook ourselves up again. The locomotive turned itself off when we paid the fees to get it repaired. So we'll just hit the starter switch. Right, before we get moving, we'll check where our order needs to go. We can see that we need to bring it to... We're coming from E8I, we need to bring to D7L. We can check our station map. And you can see that we'll reverse out of E and pull forward into the D block. From there we'll unload and bring the drop-offs to where they need to go. Alright, let's get going. Brakes released. I need to release this handbrake. Like that. And we should get going. Ah! Why are we not moving? Ooh, that. Alright, that's another thing, the paying... Okay, right, that's another thing, the fees reset when we paid. Now that that's gone, we can get going backwards. Slowly taking off here. Add a bit more throttle. We'll reverse ourselves out of here. Now that we're doing a shunting job, we'll switch lights on both ends to forward lights. Not important for the gameplay, but it feels right. Pretty keen to get my hands, especially on the train length gadget, where you can record how far your train has travelled. Makes it easy for lining up in sidings and that. It's a pretty exciting thing in this new update I'm keen to get started on. I believe we can see here that the branch into the D block is this second junction. So not this one, but the next one. So we'll cut our speed. Start coming to a stop. like that. Then we'll switch that over and pull ourselves forward. The wheel slip there. We'll pull ourselves forward into D7. Switch that one to get into the D block. And as we move forward, we'll switch that one again to get onto the loading track. Roll forward at about 20 kilometers an hour. We're not in a rush. Meantime, we'll check where our unloads need to go. D2S and D1S. Makes it very easy as they're all right nearby. First, we need to get this steel off though. Steel? I believe they're rails. Yes, steel rails. There we go. Alright, one more switch onto the loading track. And we'll slowly roll her in. Looks like the end of our crane is completely on the unloading track. We'll keep rolling closer to that end, I think. I believe the head shunt on that end might be long enough to fit all of this in. Then we can push it back onto the tracks from that end. Let's pull it to a stop right here. It's perfect as we're right near the cargo transfer machine thingy-bob, you whatchamacallit it. Let's unload all of those. We'll run over here and double check the size of the head shunt. Right. It's not very big. I was hoping it'd be bigger than that. Alright. What we might do then you go onto these two tracks here. Okay, these are both empty, that's good. What I'm thinking we'll do is we will pull backwards out of here, come forward and drop them both in there. I was hoping to do the same thing from the other way because we're already facing that way, but it seems like the head shunt is not big enough. So jump back in the cab, release the brakes, huck it in reverse and get going. What I also want to do is a quick look inside. 179 is closest to our locomotive. We can see that 179 is the lot of 4 has to go on to D2S. Hopefully that should mean one on this end is 436, which is what is going to sit by itself. What we'll do then is pull that one onto track 1, and we'll leave that one there and then pull the others back. Reverse the others back onto D2. Let's come to a stop here. Perfect. Release that forward. Don't pull too many amps as the brakes are releasing. Don't feel like frying any traction motors just yet. And make our way to the storage tracks. Coast in. Single train car goes onto D1, so we'll line ourselves over there first. Perfect. No other cars on these tracks, which made our job a whole lot easier. Otherwise we could have had a few problems. Right, so now we just need to bring ourselves to a stop when the last train is on this track here. When the last car, sorry, flatbed, trailer, carriage, truck. Too many different terms of these things. Right, let's stop it there. Or what we might even do, to be fancy, is uncouple it and I wasn't very skilled apparently. Alright. Maybe I should cancel my application letter at local railway. Just kidding. Right, we're gonna have to shove that car back a bit. Just maintain about 5 kilometers an hour. And we'll give her a push. I believe it still technically has brakes on, so it shouldn't roll too far. Yeah, you can hear it screeching. We might have to pay fine for damage to that. We're pushing it with the brakes on. But so be it. Alright, we'll stop there. And we'll pull the rest of this forward again. Need to bring the end of our train past that switch there. So we'll just coast again. That's far enough. Let's bring it to a slow stop. Yeah, that's heaps. And we'll reverse the rest of these onto that track there. start bringing it to a stop. Just when this last car is in. Work on the full brakes. Like that. Just park our locomotive up here for now. Couple ourselves. Whack a handbrake on. Another handbrake on. And then we'll make our way over to the station, hand our job in. Just over here. Grab that. Throw it in. There we go. 15 minutes. $7,000 time bonus. 22,900 altogether. That's another hefty sum of cash. Alright. We've now got $50,000. There's lots of license options for us. But I think we'll save the decisions for my next episode. So for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.